Coach, toughness, it went really close at the end, but how do you assess our first innings? It was total that was chasing it.
Yeah, it was. I thought we bowled and fielded very well. We restricted, Scotland to a total that we thought was manageable. It's amazing what happens when you lose a couple of overs through rain, and then you've got to start again and reset your thinking pattern. And there's a couple of areas we didn't do well. So we'll sit down and have a chat about that over the next couple of days. But on the whole, Gulshan nearly tore it away from them there at the end. Played an absolutely brilliant knock for us. A little bit more help up top would have been handy. But Scotland they're a fighting side. That's why they're one of the top two teams in the table. They're a fighting team. You've got to play well to beat them.
A lot of positives on bowling side, but if you look at the batting, you've given chances to new players as well. You've mixed it up, but the results are not coming in the top order. How concerning is that?
Oh, it's not concerning, mate. It's a one-off game. They came in for the last series and they did reasonably well, and this is game one. So look, I'm positive with where we're at. We trained really well this week. I thought the way the batters went about their cricket in the net was excellent. We just didn't transfer that into the middle, and for whatever reason, we lost our intent. We went away from our game. Our game is to hit the gaps and run hard. And if we get a ball that we can hit, we do so. We just didn't quite nail that at the top, unfortunately. But the captain and Dipendra came together. They put on a partnership playing the way that we play. They hit the ball in the gaps. They run hard. They turn ones into twos. And with that then comes boundary balls. As soon as we go away from that, it becomes difficult for us. We just lose that intent. We just try and hit sixes. We're not a six-hitting team.
As you mentioned, Captain and Dipendra played really well, but one thing has been our problem is if you lose one, that brings another wicket. That was the same problem in the top and as well as in the middle. Do you think that should be what we should address, that is a set batter takes the responsibility?
Shabazz, if you played the game and you're walking out to bat and you need to score at 7 and over from ball one, that's high pressure. Okay, so people sitting at home, people sitting, watching on TV, on their phones and whatever, it's very easy. I've never not scored 100 sitting on the sideline. Okay, it's very easy from there. To go out and do that under that pressure against a very good team, that's where it ramps up. We just got to be better. We've got to understand that our game isn't to try and hit boundaries. They will come. If we just hit the ball into gaps and run hard, that's how we dismantle teams. And nearly worked for us today after losing a couple of quick early wickets. We lost those 3 and 3 overs. That cruelled our chase, but that just came from a bit of lazy batting, which can happen at times. The wicket wasn't bad. Some was stopping a little bit, but nothing too bad at all. We just we get punished when we hit the ball in the air.
One thing that stand out is Nandan bowling the performance. It was brilliant in the last series as well and today as well. How do you see that plan moving out?
Yeah, look, he's improving every series we play. We've got to manage him through his body. It's not as strong as it could be. He's working hard on that, I know. But I thought he bowled beautifully with a new ball. That was a new role for him today, to bowl with a new ball. He bowled beautifully up front and then came back through the middle and did a great job and then finished off really well. So, look, he's outstanding. Gulshan's been very good the last couple of series as well. His bowling's improved out of sight. And I thought even though Lalit didn't take the wickets, I thought he bowled beautifully. He had a couple of half chances that could have gone his way. LBW, a catch had slipped, and then there was another one that slips my memory at the moment. But I thought he bowled well to only go just over 3 and over. Sandeep takes the wickets. Leg spinners tend to spin the ball more on any surface. So he bowled well, took his wickets again. But I think on the whole, our fielding effort and our bowling effort was very good.
We won 3 out of 4 in the last series. Now we have a chance to replicate that. How tough is it going to be doing that opponents?
It's always tough, mate. It was even tough last series. Winning a game of cricket isn't easy. Cricket's a tough game. So, look, I think the one thing that we need to do is put this to bed as soon as possible, get away from the game for a day, and then come back together and put the hard work in, understanding where we need to improve. and then go ahead and put that into practice, and then come out against the USA in the next game ready to go.
Thank you, sir.